This is King's David. Men are creatures of action. They do many things for their loved ones, their causes, their friends. Men want the best for themselves. They want even better for their children. A man with a car will hope his son will have two. The man in an apartment will pray for his son to own a home. The hardworking man will push for his son to make even more money, yet not work anywhere near as hard. No third shifts turning into double shifts. No stained clothes and grease-covered hands. Unless, of course, the son owns the business and gets the lion's share of the revenues. Unless hands-on just happens to be what fires him, is churning through his blood, and not his only choice for survival. Many of those who make regretted decisions, that is, they give up or forego things they desire, or walk over and plow under other people in their single-minded pursuit of a goal, do so because they want the best from life for their young, and because they want the road followed by their children to be easier, if not smoother, at least faster and more direct than the ones they themselves travel. When a shop mechanic says, "Don't be like me," it is not to decry having a hands-on skill. He only wants his son to be the one who makes the final decision, not limit himself to the whims of another. The pipe fitter, steam fitter, boiler maker, and electrician, who all push their sons toward college, are not belittling the value of hard work or the importance of knowing how to get the hard things done. What they are, however, is keenly aware of the injuries and chemicals and hidden damage that will be done to a body by hard, unforgiving work over the course of a career that may span decades. These workers, who are husbands and fathers, know well the anguish of missed gatherings and functions. Intellectually, they know that while the pain is somewhat alleviated by the smile on the face of a loved one who has just received a new game to play, or a pair of flashy shoes, or even tickets to a must-see concert, their gut knows it is never completely gotten over, just lived with. They're also well aware of the totally American fact that the best performer is not always the best paid. To a man, these craftsmen have learned that the supervisors and the engineers are better rewarded, better treated, and often suffer less exposure to that which is dangerous than do the actual workers who live their lives on the sharp end of the stick and are much more vital to the achievement of any goal. Every man strives to do the best that he can for those he loves. When he learns better, he does better. If doing so is an option that he believes will not place what he considers undue hardship on those who look to him. Some of the actions he takes can be redone and fine-tuned, honed like a knife. Some of them are one-time only shots. Some very rewarding, others not at all. Some can prove ruinous if they go wrong. Can you say drug mule, or liquor runner, or lookout even? But the man will consider them worthwhile if the end result is lasting good for his loved ones. King David was a man after God's own heart. He was a warrior. He was a ruler. He was a man of violence and action. He was a protector. He followed God's words and fought for and protected Israel so that she could be feared and established and known throughout the world. He also took a man's wife, then took by trickery that man's life in order to hide what he had done in the dark. He loved God, but the blood on his hands made him not the right man to build the temple for the very God he worshiped and followed and loved. The task fell to his son Solomon, who benefited greatly from his father's life and legacy. Solomon made the most of each opportunity provided to him through the deeds of his father and his own continued faith in their God. He was able to lead the more peaceful life that King David could not live simply because in King David's youth, the proper foundations had not yet been laid. Every man has a bit of Moses and Dr. King in him. Every man with people depending on him has said, I may not get there with you, but I have been to the mountaintop and I have seen the promised land. Each man leads because he is chosen to do so. It comes